Phillies fans gearing up for a showdown at Wrigley. And in the heat, Roy Halladay getting the start, his first since the All-Star break. And not a good start. Bottom of one, it's Aramis Ramirez at the plate.
Ramirez clubs that one at deep left center. Gone!
The solo shot for Ramirez, his 17th of the season. It was 1-0 Chicago. Bottom of three, now 2-0. Runners at the corners, one out for Carlos Pena, and he rips the single off Halladay into right. Kosuke Fukudome, come on down. The Cubs had a 3-0 lead. Meanwhile, Rodrigo Lopez was much better in this one than Halladay. Top of the fifth inning, now 3-1 Cubs, and Lopez facing Carlos Ruiz, and he sits him down for the first out of the frame. Three batters later, now 2 outs and a man on, down goes Halladay. Lopez allowed 2 hits through the first 5 innings. As for Halladay, in the fifth, throws the pitch to Aramis Ramirez, then feeling uncomfortable, talks to pitching coach Rich Doobie. He leaves the game because of heat-related issues. 63 consecutive road starts for Halladay of 6 innings or more. That streak is over. He threw 69 pitches. Meanwhile, Lopez still going strong in the sixth with 2 on and 2 out. He sits down Raul Ibanez. Bottom of 6, Lopez gets some more help. 1 on for Darwin Barney against Drew Carpenter, and he crushes this one all the way to the ivy. Coy Hill scores. The Cubs had a 4-1 lead. Bottom of the 7th, still looking for more. Now 5-1 Chicago, and Pena at the plate facing David Herndon.
That's deep center field. Go! Yeah!
Career home run number 250 for Pena, his 20th of the season in a 6-1 Cubs win. Lopez improves to 2-2 with the victory. As for Halladay, he falls to 11-4. The loss snaps a stretch of 10 of his starts. The Phillies won.
Who is making his 20th start of the season.
Cubs are a team that swing the bats. They swing early in the count, and Roy Halladay is a guy a lot of teams do that against. There he is in his 19th start off his All-Star game appearance last week where he was perfect. The way that he got hit up in Boston was scary.
Fly ball, shallow center field. John Mayberry coming in, makes the catch.
Warmed up in front of the dugout.
Swing and a miss. Hill out in front of a changeup. Fly ball, straightaway center field. It's pretty deep, but it's playable for Mayberry. He'll wait, makes the catch. Shallow right center field. Utley pointing toward the sky, and Brown comes gliding in to make the catch. A little high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Rich Doobie's going to come there too, just not feeling himself.
Andrew Carpenter, you just saw loosening up in the bullpen. Yeah, he's got his hands on his knees. I mean, he has had to work hard tonight. He's had 1-1-2-3 innings. Scott Sheridan, the Phillies athletic trainers, coming out. That's unbelievably concerning, and that's going to be it for Halladay.
Oh, you could tell the way he was actually breathing. I mean, just, not himself.
The 35-year-old veteran pitched with the Phillies in 2009. A high fly ball to left. Soriano will get this one as well. So Lopez with a quick 1-2-3 opening inning. 1-2 on Carlos Ruiz. The pitch. Another play by Carlos Pena. He had a busy top of the second in his career. Soriano with the grab. Nicely done. Ibanez sky high right along the right field line. Barney gets another chance, and in foul territory makes a grab for the out.
He's had some good offensive years. He's come up with some big base hits. Halladay to put the ball in play, but with a runner in scoring position, back to back sliders. See you later.
Runners go, and he struck him out swinging. Lopez pumped up as the Phillies strand a pair. It's 3-1 Cubs. Barney spins, gets one, relay throw. That's a beauty. 4-6-3. Barney spins, gets one, relay throw. That's a beauty. 4-6-3. Started with a hard hit ground ball, and as you always say, it's a little tougher to turn it the way the Cubs did, starting with the second baseman.
This is about the quickest way you can possibly turn it. That reverse pivot by Darwin Barney had some momentum to get that strong throw off to Castro. Starlin comes across the bag, avoids the sliding runner, and completes a double play. Can't do it any better than that.
And a 0.96 ERA in those appearances. Off the end of the bat, Barney with a long run, and he will go glove to get him at first base. Nicely done.
Coming out to the ball game, actor and Chicago native Jim Belushi.
All right, fans, let me hear ya. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. So it's root for the Cubs. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some more runs. Go Cubbies. After you, Harry.
No, you don't. And sometimes those numbers I look at all day that make you believe we got some guys that hit a guy like Hal, they don't lie. So, real nice night offensively. Can't say enough about Rodrigo. And my first baseman got a milestone homer, I guess. It was a milestone to me. I don't give a damn which one it was, but anyway, it was a good night. Yeah, you're darn right. You know, and that's been a big lift in the midst of some stuff that we've struggled. So good for him. You know, when he got here, I mean, his experience and everything else, you're hoping he still makes pitches. He doesn't give in, struggled a little bit in that 6th, but got through it. And he's honest too. I mean, the other start, and I think he was done with 7 with a minimal pitch count, but he was gassed. I mean, he said, you know, and today I was worried about the heat, and he said, no, I got one more. And so it worked out great. He didn't have one more, but 2/3 of one more. So, given the bullpen situation, those 2/3 were huge. They really were. And then Marm, you know, better.
Beauty of the game is, you know, on paper, people talk about a mismatch, and you guys just going out there and beating them.
That's why you play them. I mean, it's just that's why you show up every day optimistic in spite of the struggles. That's the way I look at things. I've seen it a million times, but the guys out there got to do it. You can talk about it, and you can look at the matchups on paper. But even going into their place with him, I mean, you feel like, you know, we got some guys that can do some damage, and they did. I don't know, what was he hurt or?
Heat.
Oh, heat. Well, it was hot, that's for sure. But.
And you know, you had talked about your guys picking each other up.
Yeah.
But then the error by Barney, but then he got out of the.
Yeah, we did, and you know, it's funny because I mean, we need him to make that play, but it's always funny, a backhand play in short right field. You know, it's a little bit out of the norm, even for Barn. But yeah, if he catches it cleanly, he throws him out. So, but yeah, I mean, whether it's with a bat or a pitcher picking you up or somebody making a play, huge double play for Rodrigo in the 7th inning. You know, maybe one of the best we've turned all year, given the importance of it and everything else and the smoothness. And the kids just did great. And that was a big play for sure.
Mike, can you talk about Aramis just picking up the home run?
Oh boy, I'm running out of just stay hot. I mean, he's just been unbelievable, and to get us on the board that way, and we've talked about he and Carlos and how important the long ball is. when you get a night like this, and even last night a little bit, I mean, it's pretty conducive. If you get it elevated, you know, it's going to go. The ball that Carlos hit was just crushed. But Rami's driven in runs and hit line drives, and just done that at bat, that sacrifice fly at bat was a huge at bat. You know, everybody's going to talk about the home run, but 2 strikes to Halladay and battling, and yeah, we'd like to see a bases loaded gapper there, but it was a hell of a sac fly. So, you know, he's one of the veterans we're leaning on in the middle of this thing right now, and he's done a great job hitting third and doing what he needs to do.
Did Marbles show you enough to use him in bigger situations, or do you like it?
Well, right now I'm just happy that he threw well today. There's so much now involved. Okay, he looked better to me today, and now we look at the makeup of the bullpen as much as anything, and we go from there. It's nice to have him headed back in the right direction, and that's the way I look at it. And it's great to have a guy like Marshall who's really locked in, knock on wood, himself. So it gives you nice options. And we've already talked about it. And we're going to need some people tomorrow, because Russell and Samardzija have been used the last 3 days. So we're going to need a good start from Garza, and those guys in the bullpen are all going to have to be ready.